Real quick, I just want to tell all the listeners that we had a really great time recording this episode the last time, and then I fucked it up.
It's all Benito's fault that it's delayed.
Yeah, it's all my fault.
Shut up! Don't blame Ben. He's a good boy.
I'm drinking.
Have you talked to Ben for 5 minutes? He's not a good boy.
I'm not a good boy.
Ben is indeed a good boy.
So, Pumpkin, today you're going to be reading Chef Boyardee's Penis. Want to go?
Oh, nice.
Are we just jumping into the penis article? Are we just jumping into the pingy?
We are jumping right into the pingy.
Jumping into the pingy is something I never want to hear again.
We're just jumping into the pingy.
Hello? Jumping into the pingy supreme?
Hey, if I've learned anything already from this podcast, don't say those words unless you want to hear it another 80 times.
Hello? Jumping into the pingy?
Pasta goes fast. Flipping through the Chicago Sun-Times on February 22nd, 2002, as I drink my morning coffee when I just sabotaged these faces before I turned the page and continued on. I don't even know what I'm looking at yet. It's some ungodly hour, like 10 a.m. Something haunted me, though. Even as I...
You completely cut out.
Yep, just entirely gone.
Y'all trying to speed read Chef Boyardee's penis. That's not how it works.
You need to savor it.
You need to savor every word.
Yes.
Okay, so listeners, today we're on this beautiful website called Anomalies Unlimited with such beautiful articles as Spear Britney, Chemtrail Soup, The Psycho Killer Quiz, Chef Boyardee's penis, who killed Kurt Cobain, etc., etc., etc. It seems to be...
and 3 pages worth of hate mail.
Oh yeah, and 3 pages worth of hate mail sent to the creator themselves.
Saved for posterity.
This is a site from 2001.
As a matter of fact...
It's archaic.
As a matter of fact, we will probably be putting some of the images up from Odd Pics.
I mean, they're actually not that odd. It's kind of just, like weird fluff pieces that you would find in like the local newspaper.
Besides Chef Boyardee's penis.
The evolution of
Chef Boyardee's penis is just like some sort of hell article about like how mad this guy got at Chef Boyardee's dick.
I have a question.
Yes.
How to dispose of haunted artifacts?
Oh.
Put them in the trash.
Don't. You give them to me, I eat them.
Okay.
Hello? Artifact
It goes
eater?
inside me.
I like...
How to make a haunted artifact more haunted?
That's what we need.
Death and trivia are right next to each other. Death trivia.
Death trivia.
Okay. Before we go on, just quickly, I'd like to bring your attention to the illusions page of the site, which is the most unpleasant thing visually I think I've ever seen.
I think I might...
Including
Oh my god.
light blue text on a light blue background.
I can't...
Text?
I'm fucking blind.
Yes! Yes, in the bottom right-hand corner, there is entirely illegible text.
If you'd like to support the site, you can do it here. I really don't want
There's-
to.
There's no indication of where here is or what they're talking about.
I'll just point at your computer screen.
So, let's read about this, So, guys, let's read some death trivia.
Did you know? You die when you're killed.
Okay. Jerome Rodell, who founded the Rodell Press Publishing House, was taping an interview on the Dick Cavett show.
One of the optical illusions is just a jump scare.
He'd lived to be 100 when he slumped over, dead from a heart attack. The show was never broadcast to the public because it'd be kind of funny.
Also, there's just
Let's do this in the order of our confused with this.
I want to mention the page that's just an article about mad cow disease and what cows are used for and what products they're used in.
Is it just a long list of cow-related products?
Yes.
Cows are used in beef.
Cows are used in beef.
Okay, I know we make jokes and gaffs, but it doesn't actually just say cows are used in beef, does it?
No, it's like 40 different things.
Yeah.
You are died when you're killed.
You are dying.
Okay, Pope Johann something. Pope Johann XII died at age 18, being
That's
beaten
12.
to death by his... Pope
My
Johann
Sophia.
12 died at age 18 after being beaten to death by his lover's husband. That's why you take a vow of chastity, dumbass.
What?
Cecilia is
Jim Fix, who wrote the complete book of running and lectured about how running and healthy diet would promote longevity, dropped dead from a heart attack when running. An autopsy revealed that he had 3 massively blocked heart arteries.
Oh.
Mysophilia is the practice of ingesting bodily fluids and corpses, particularly urine, also known as the world's worst kink.
In ancient Japan, it was thought that somewhere on the tail of a cat there was a single hair that would restore life to a dying person. Relatives would sometimes bring a cat to the dying person, letting them hug a hair to try their luck. So they die anyway, but with a cat swatting their face with their claws.
A body decomposes 4 times faster in water than on land.
Oh, well, that makes sense.
Big
It's
bloating.
impossible to
Several
kill
bodies
yourself.
actually physically explode whenever they're decomposing. It's because of the gas buildup inside the stomach.
The person who wrote the famous song, Keep the Home Fires Burning, burnt to death when their home caught fire.
Damn.
Turn the fires off, jackass.
Armadillos get leprosy.
The residents of Death Row in
Oh no, but that's sad.
The residents of Death Row in Texas are forbidden to smoke.
They can't smoke weed?
They can't smoke at all.
Can't get
That
high.
is a shame.
Can't get high on your deathbed.
That's the one loophole in the law. They can vape.
They can vape.
But only if they're doing sick vape tricks.
Actor Bela Lugosi was buried in his favorite Dracula cape.
The tradition
I
of
mean, that doesn't surprise
That
me.
sounds like he's gonna get up someday wearing it.
Me.
the tradition of funeral wreaths originated from the belief that the wreath would encircle the spirit of the dead and keep it at bay.
The death of George V was timed so it'd make them worse.
I took the Psycho Killer quiz.
President Abraham Lincoln was so distraught over his young son really dying, he had his coffin exchanged twice so he could look at him again. Free Willy.
Oh god, damn it.
My Psycho Killer quiz results are, I may kill you.
Oh.
I'm gonna have to take the quiz too.
I
You
got,
should probably take the level of sin quiz as well from that one website.
ooh, yeah.
I'm sorry, I did read that,
Circle of
right?
hell thing.
Dr. Joseph Guillotine. Oh, wait, no. I remember that one. Dr. Joseph Guillotine was killed with a guillotine.
Yeah.
I
The
think
guy who invented the Iron Bull was the first man to ever be killed in it because the king saw it and said, "Who would make such a horrible device? Let's test it on you."
That must be like, I'm the grand torturer for the king. The king came up to me and said, "Guy, this is too fucked up."
you get to experience it. Oh, and we're still gonna use
Oh my god, that's so
You-
good.
No, I mean, it was probably until after where he was like, "Oh, I get it. Now it's making the bull." Oh, that's very clever. Okay, we'll keep using it. Also, the last words of Thomas Grasso, executed in 1995, said, "I did not get my SpaghettiOs. I got spaghetti. I want the press to know this."
You know what? I would want the press to know that too.
Like, if that's your last meal, they could at least get you
Words
spaghetti.
were,
Oh yeah,
"Hey,
here
guys,
text
how's
is
this one for the presses? French fries!" And then he was electrocuted by electric chair.
I would have had him lethally injected or hung just for that.
No, he was being taken to the chair, and he screamed that right before they turned it on.
Alright, so now, Chef Boyardee's pee-pee time, right?
No, that's a different article.
Can I?
Thing.
Or shall we look at Pedro the Mystery Being?
I think we should look at Pedro the Mystery.
Or Michael Jackson's poor damn face in
Pedro the
exact. No, that's just.
I'm just looking at the Disney's like link titles, such as Jessica Rabbit's Beaver and The Lion King's Sex in the Dust. And
Oh my god, look at
Oh
it.
my god, the Lion King Sex in the Dust thing is actually supposed to spell out SFX, as in the sound effects crew.
also
Look at it. Look at it.
Disney
Look at
Hotel
it.
Party
Look at it.
Nazi.
Okay.
Disney
He's
Hotel
horrifying.
Party
I love
Nazi.
it.
It just looks like a monkey.
Pervert Heaven.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh, Pedro was beaten to death.
What?
Oh.
That cat is definitely getting picked up by the audio,
That's a
y'all.
cat ghost.
No, that's actually just a ghost at the door. I mean, a cat at the door.
Nope,
I
it's a
told you it
ghost.
was a
You
ghost.
confirmed it yourself.
Oh, let's read some of this fucker's hate mail, by the way.
Oh, it's so good.
Look, you're an idiot. If you don't want someone to take the stuff from your site, then don't put it on the web. What pisses me off is the offer of those images, which you're trying to peg with a lame ass JS. And you're trying to make it hard for other people to take them. And you have the nerve to call others thieves, you bigot. Oh, ever heard of browser cache, you dimbo? P.S. The interface graphics on your site sucks. Get your graphics designer to learn more about proper web optimization. And that clock scripty, most likely stolen somewhere with credits taken out from the source, is useless and annoying. Don't quit your day job, guys. Dear customers, first of all, I'm not a you guy. I'm a she. Is this how you are with all women? No wonder you're reduced sending blathering a letter mail to Facel's website at 4 a.m. Holy shit. Sorry, girl. We're stealing all your shit because you haven't updated this shit in 90 fucking
Also,
years.
you decided
This
to
is
write
very
angry articles about Chef Boyardee's dick.
Oh, he's also homophobe. Cool.
Gotta love that.
She's Mickey Mouse evil.
Mickey Mouse
About her
evil.
boob, Britney Spears. She is a young woman, which means from now her boobs could have actually grown. I'm her exact same age, so I would know. And have you ever heard of bras with padding or the little jelly inserts you can put into a bra? There are many, many different things we can do to increase our busts, and you stupid assholes have no clue. Get a life, moron. Only pervs dedicated to a web page to Britney's fucking boobs. What are you, like a 72-year-old geek with bad acne? No dates? It's pathetic. Dear, I know you are, but what am I? You know her age, so you know? Cool. Send me some pictures of your tits, and then I'll put those up, too. I can add a small poll box and ask my readers. They agree with your scientific theory that Britney has achieved her amazing cups of thunder tricks with pads and silicone inserts. There's no perverts on this site. It'll all become quite soberly done, I assure you. No one here will think anything untoward, honest. Anyway, since you asked nicely, no, I'm not a 17-year-old geek with acne and no dates. I'm a chick too, so I know that how the whole hoisting up of our boobs thing works. I know you don't have a growth spurt that takes you from absolutely nothing to flotation devices in a mere 3 months. However, it's nice to know that if a young man is having to have skin condition he can't help, please see above. Michael Jackson has a skin disease. How dare you judge him, male above? That you just mock the guy and assume he's a geek, especially since, as you say, all men are stupid assholes. On behalf of all 17-year-old geeks everywhere, I thank you for leaving them the hell alone. R.
I'm sorry.
One of these is literally just like a person tells him that he's not as good or interesting as Michael Jackson, and he just replies with a little gif of an alien.
Hold on, what?
Native garb. A Native American woman whose heritage the airport's art supposedly celebrates. A blonde girl with cupid bow lips, a star of David on her chest, and a Bible in hands. Each lay dead in open coffins for your viewing pleasure. A burning city, children sleeping on piles of bricks, a line of mourning women in rags with dead bodies limp in their arms. A huge looming military figure with a gas mask brandishes a sword and machine gun. Part of an actual note written by a child interred in a Nazi death camp. Strange words embedded in the floor with no explanation about what they mean. Welcome to Denver International Airport.
Oh.
The real spook.
Denver International Airport.
The real spooks and scares of this episode. The real spooks and scares of this episode is what the fuck went through this girl's head when she decided to put all these things on this site?
Yeah.
Here's some fucked up shit I wrote. Let's put it on my website in 2001.
Between 2001 and 2005.
Mm.
So they did this for 4 years at least.
This woman. What
It's
the fuck?
fucking insane.
Okay, I think it's around time we get to our beautiful Starlight,
Our Chef Boyardinus.
our Chef Boyardinus.
We've been teasing this one for a while.
It's so
Oh,
good.
that's the wrong use
Don't
of words.
say that.
It's so lovely, y'all. Chef Boyardee's Peeny Weenie.
Teeny weeny.
Should I read it?
I feel
Hold on. A sec.
the worst part of this whole article is the fact that we don't actually get to see the ravioli in question.
We don't actually get to see Chef Boyardee's Peeny.
Ravioli, I want to die.
Show me the dickioli.
Oh my god.
Ravioli, show me the penis pasta.
The pinasta?
The Passini.
Show me the pasta penis.
Wait, no, I'm thinking of canasta. Not that's a different.
Spaghetti
That's a game
Dodongo.
old people play.
I play canasta.
I've only ever heard of canasta in reference to like old folks' homes in America.
Oh. I'm not that old.
You're old.
No, clearly not.
Who is old in this show? We're all like babies.
I'm
Pumpkin, I think you're the
I'm an
oldest one
adult.
here.
I am the oldest one here, and I'm only
Napkin, how
20.
old are you?
God,
Oh,
we're
you're
all
hardly
babies.
the oldest one here. I'm 19.
Exactly.
Pumpkin, how old are you?
I am 20.
You heard it here, folks. Pumpkin's 20 goddamn years old.
And ready to mingle.
Where the fuck did Viola go?
I'm actually taken, but
You heard it here, folks. Pumpkin is taken. Where did Viola go?
Died.
This is getting
disappeared
cut out.
into the internet.
I'm cutting all of this out. I'm cutting this
It's
entire
my
podcast out.
What happened? Sounded like I got muted for a second.
I can
You
mute
won't.
all of you. I can mute every last one of you.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello?
I'm back.
Welcome back.
With tuna salad.
Welcome back to my Pingy Wingy. Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Well.
Every second of existence is pain.
Okay. So, should I read this beautiful
If she
article?
exists, she a thought.
Is it time for Chef Pingy Wingy? Should I read it?
Is Cheffy?
If it'll stop you from saying that, go right ahead.
It's time for Chef Pingy Wingy.
I was flipping through the Chicago Sun-Times on Friday, February 22nd, 2002, as I drank my morning coffee when I just happened to catch the faces before I turned the page and continued on. I don't even know what I'm looking at yet. It's some ungodly hour, like 10 a.m. Something haunted me, though. Even as I slogged through the paper in my half-a-coma, just waking up state, the two faces stuck with me. The sadness, the pain, with just a hint of anger, perhaps. They had looked like nice enough people, grandparents, no doubt. Light jackets, casual shirts, everyday folks. They stood angled towards each other, the way couples do when they have married low, these many years standing as a united front, but there for each other. I smiled at that. That's what made an impression with me, too. That's how it should be with people, but it's rare sometimes. What
You are
happened
reading way too deep into this fucking picture. They're literally just standing together in, like, the we need both people in this shot angle. Like,
Oh boy.
chill for like a second.
Oh boy.
What happened had
No.
to be serious. Had some fiend kidnapped a grandchild? Had some doctor misdiagnosed a cancer, now grown into an out-of-control Geraldo Rivera-like mess? I had to know. I flipped back and found the photo again.
Like, you could just
That's when I
read
saw
the
the can.
article.
That's when I saw the can of Chef Boyardee beef ravioli. It
That's where I
begins.
saw it.
We're 1/3 of the way through this hell article.
If
Oh.
she
We've
has
yet to get to the offending member.
Oh,
if
I
she
thought.
has Chef If
Oh.
she has Chef Boyardee's penis in a can, she a fuck.
Oh, I thought. Salmonella? Botulism? Had someone died? Or maybe the walkers wore some Boyo Bucks Boyardee contest only to be told by some lawyer that due to some accidental on purpose last minute loophole, it turned out that darn, they didn't win after all? What battles were these walkers fighting? Obvious with every ounce that being against yet another faceless fat cat American corporate machine. Or was this one of the, we opened the can, jar, bottle, package and found a mummified, dead, rotten, fried, pickled piece of rat, mouse, bug, snake, finger in it stories we're all so fond of? So I read the article. Twice. It seemed that Rodney or Karen opened the can of Chef Boyardee ravioli and found, strategically pasted on top, a large piece of pasta that looked like a male sex organ. I guess they felt they couldn't say penis in the Chicago paper. Us being such delicate flowers out here and all. I thought. That's
What do you
it.
think the article was called then if they couldn't call it Chef Boyardee's penis?
Chef Boyardee pee.
When you open up a Chef Boyardee can and Chef Boyardee be like, want some butt?
You want some fuck?
You want to smash?
Want to smash?
Let me Chef Boyard smash.
Boyard smash? I thought, that's it. The walkers found a pasta penis in their ravioli, and that's why this miserable long face and look of disgust? What a gip. What a bunch of cis-maries these people are. How dare they parlay this into an AP Photo Newswire story and tug my emotions over a pasta penis? And then
Unfortunately, Chef Boyardee's penis is a lot like the actual pasta itself. It's disappointing, but it'll do in a pinch.
Send it to my house and open it up, it up.
Then I caught myself and thought, now, don't judge. Perhaps the walkers are very moral, very religious people. Maybe this is truly insulting, disturbing thing for them. I wasn't in the position to judge what psychologically or ethical factor played into this. Hell, even I
That
could
would
muster
still
up.
be a very dumb article.
Hell, even I could muster up the maturity, if I really forced, to see that this might be truly offensive to someone. People have the right to open a can of ravioli for lunch and not be confronted with some vulgar, inappropriated, beef-stuffed penis. Though it's my humble opinion that using cheese-filled ravioli for a penis would have been a bit more apropos and creative, but that's just me. That is the opposite of creative. Beef penis over cheese penis, any day.
Yeah, this is, like, we said that the first time we read this, but that's still very unpleasant.
Listen,
Brain said, when you get that Chef Boyardinas.
that's the next Splatoon. That's the next Splatoon contest. Linguini Peony or Beef Peony?
I mean, to be fair, Beef Peony makes more sense. What do you expect to come out if you bite someone's penis?
Whoever wins, we lose.
Whoever wins, we lose.
Marina's just gonna look and sob at this Splatfest.
I'm very proud of myself for Linguini Peony. Where the
I
fuck?
am very disappointed.
Where the fuck was I?
Sucking the Linguini Peony, that's where you were.
So with this renewed outlook, I continued reading to the end of the story. Well, it didn't last long. It seems that Karen Walker took the phallosopasta with her to her exercise class at the senior center to show everyone. Miss Walker said, "I guess everyone thought it was pretty funny." That was it. That's when I snapped. I had run the gamut of emotions full circle. When first reading what this whole sordid mess was about, I thought it was pretty damn funny. Then I get guilted into feeling I'm some pervert by those, oh, grown-up look coming out of the photos. So I take this good time, so trouble to switch into my mature and damn serious mode, only to get dragged down to the veritable garden path by these two, because it turns out, yes, it was funny. So why were they just standing there like that? Seems if you were insulted to the core about the content of your ravioli, now with fun new organ shapes, you wouldn't wrap the thing in a piece of sauron, haul it to your senior exercise class, and inflict the atrocity on others, some of whom might have serious heart conditions, who might have dropped dead from the shock.
Yeah, there's nothing you can say to this. It's just this article keeps happening to you, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
This woman is going insane while talking about this schlong.
This entire article could be boiled down to, I read something in the newspaper.
And
That's the
me
entire
off.
article.
So I put it on my ghost website. It's not done yet. We still have like
my
3
website
paragraphs.
that is ostensibly about paranormal investigation and events. I'm gonna talk about this pasta dick because I read it and I got annoyed.
Okay. You and I both know that some lawyers would come up with a felony charge of waving a pasta dick around with intent to cause grievous harm. And lawyers out there, opinion please? So instead of being quietly indignant, making a phone call or two and saying, "Mars, you have no idea what we found in the ravioli can today," it had to be brought to public like and paraded around. At the exercise center, no less. Karen knew what she was doing. Oh yes, she knew. Because she thought it was funny.
That harlot. She knew.
Karen, you harlot, and your fucking pasta dicks.
Every time.
Every time, Karen.
Can we not have one spin class without you bringing some phallus-shaped food in?
Because she thought it was funny, but she wasn't really sure if it was or not, and she had to go get Pasta Peanut's popular opinion. It's all because it all became crystal clear why the photo had projected such deep disgust and scorn. It's because they're sourpusses. And it was at the instant I knew my true sympathies lie. I knew where my heart went out. To the person who put the cock in the can. I sat there as waves of disappointment washed over me. I love this person, just the cock in the can. It's just like, they love talking about dicks.
Hey, can we talk about it looks like a great movie?
The cock in the can.
I imagine it being... Go?
It's a rom-com.
It's so good. It's a rom-com about...
It's a rom-com about a woman who works in a Chef Boyardee factory.
and puts penises in every can.
I was imagining it was going to be a legal drama about one of those people that complains when they get a dick-shaped ravioli.
No, it's a rom-com about the woman who works in a Chef Boyardee factory.
No, it's a horror movie about
a coworker sends her a penis-shaped pasta, and then they go to court because that's sexual harassment.
Wait! Oh my god, guys, there was a movie about,
This summer, watch. One
Who's that?
falls in love with her job like no one else can.
Oh. Oh no!
Oh no!
Horrible. Absolutely horrible.
She fucked Chef Boyardee.
Guys,
I think
Guys.
that is very horrible.
Order in the Court. There is a movie about Ron Jeremy's penis coming off and strangling people with it. By force of the
That wasn't just a movie, that was a documentary.
So this is a sequel to
that
it.
made by the people that made Evil Bong? Because that sounds like a thing that they would make.
I think it is.
Want to know what's really scary, kids? We still have an entire paragraph of this article to go.
Jesus, what more is there to talk about? You read the article, there was a
Let,
ravioli penis.
let me speed this. The kinship and sadness that I had felt for Rod and Karen now reached out to whoever had taken the time and trouble to craft that piece of pasta art, risking his or her job to do so, the danger of sneaking it into a can along the assembly line, the many, God knows how many, long nights lying awake in bed wondering if it had yet been found. Would it ever? Had it already been opened and dumped into some big microwave-safe bowl by a harried mom and shoved in front of some complaining 7-year-old who didn't want to come in front of the backyard to eat and so ate the one big piece that makes it look like they ate a lot, asked to be excused and ran back outside, no one in the wiser? Did the penis planter daydream what they would find its way to some 17-year-old girl's sleepover party to ask to be excused and ran back outside, no one the wiser?
Who eats ravioli at a sleepover?
Did the penis planter daydream? Did the penis planter daydream that they could wait? Field
Like,
over comments.
oh, we got our snacks, we got like stuff to eat while we watch the movie, and I got a big pot of ravioli.
You want some fucking ravioli? Let's do ravioli for no price.
Just grab a spoon, everyone, and get around. I didn't have money this week.
Did the penis planter daydream that the can would find its way to some 17-year-old girl's sleepover party, to be opened and squealed over comments of ew, icky, and oh my god, gross, by nymphants who all look like Brittany, what's her name? Did they worry that they can have been bought by some old lady who, misreading the label as pork and beans, thought the pasta penis with the slab of white stuff on top no one eats without fanfare tossed it to her dog Mookie? Or would it be opened by someone who'd seen it for what it was and get a great laugh out of it and appreciate that we all just cut a little loose sometimes? The torture
This
that's
woman
poor
is
in the
very
visual
frustrated.
must
If I
have
was
been
there,
going through all these months wondering where these can was, a sort of penis in a bottle cast into the supermarket sea.
Penis in a bottle. Is that just a common thing? Do sailors put their dicks in bottles and cast them into the ocean?
Yes.
Wasn't that a mid-2000s song?
That's why the sea is so salty.
That's how sailors sexted. And it washed up on Sourpuss shores, who apparently reported the penis to the Conagra Company, who say they will investigate. And that's it. That's our beautiful article from AnomaliesUnlimited.com.
I imagine that the person that actually let that through, they saw the oversized ravioli and went, fuck it, and just put it in a can, and then never thought about it ever again.
This ravioli kind of looks like a dick.
Okay, back to my job.
Back.
Anyway, back to quality control.
That article is gonna give me a brain tumor.
It already gave me 7.
It gave me 13
So
more
much.
cavities.
At a sleepover party, when this can got opened, I would grab my fork, just stick it with it, and just deadass eat it.
You're probably
Yeah.
in contact with someone.
That is a power move.
Power move. Power move. Deep throat the ravioli.
And so now all these...
And so
Okay.
that was Anomaly Unlimited, my beautiful listeners.
That was the magnum opus of Anomaly Unlimited.